I have the feeling I've come to a sort of a family here. I think you all are doing this in a common cause, and it's reaching out to the people who need it most. I'm a story maker. I've been a teacher and a story maker all my working life. And one thing I'm completely convinced, and that is the power of storytelling to enrich the lives of all of us, not just children, because we're all actually children, we've just grown up children, most of us. I've stood in front of many classes and read the stories of other people and told my stories. I have never told stories to the kind of youngsters that this organization is designed to inspire. There can be no more difficult task to reach people who have difficulty in reaching you. It's the most important. I have an autistic grandson myself, and I've realized quite late in life how important it is to reach across what is a perceived divide, but which of course is no divide at all. They live and breathe in the same world, and what this extraordinary organization has done is to reach across the gap that can come between people who maybe feel distant from everyone else around them, and do it through stories. When I was talking earlier on to Dean a moment ago, the word glimmer came up. It's this telling of a story and seeing and witnessing a look, at the flutter of eyelids, the widening of eyes, the opening of a mouth, the glee in a smile, the shock and the sadness. All that stories can bring to people who have all the facilities to understand stories. This organization tries to reach these people and succeeds enormously. It's a unique organization. And what is truly remarkable is the fact that it exists at all. We live increasingly, and sadly, and there's no point in beating about the bush, in a society which is very neglectful of those who need it most. And this organization does not fill the whole gap, but what it does is touch the lives of literally thousands upon thousands of children. It enriches their lives, and it's so powerful. And when I see that it's done in this little nest of a family here, and you make these ridiculous little things, and they do this. That's what's the magical. Someone sat down and thought, this can work. You did. It's your fault all this. And it's a wonderful concept. It's an ingenious concept, but it's a concept based on great hope and great faith that you can improve, enrich the lives of those who seem to need it most. I think it's quite an extraordinary invention. And the invention is nothing if it isn't carried on. And what's been really extraordinary is that clearly it's growing and it's growing. And I think it's the spirit in the room that is enabling that to continue. So for me to be able to be associated with this is something that gives me great pleasure, because I've done nothing except stand here and be called sir and make a radio program or two. But in my head and my heart, of course, I followed what's been going on. And we talk about it, Claire, my wife and I, a lot. And we run a charity, but it's a charity which has a different aim as this. What's extraordinary about this is the focus of it. And she would want me to say to all of you here what I want to say, which is that you could not be doing anything more worthwhile. So I want to raise my glass. Have you got a glass? If not, find one. I think we should raise our glass to this extraordinary organization, to Bag Books. To Bag Books! And may we all be here in another 25 years.